Krishna Srimad Pasha Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaurav Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Ram. I'm sorry I'm being late. I just after eating I took a little nap and then I did not wake up. So anyway, well, it's a nice topic. We will be talking about Lord Beck's charity from Bali Maharaj. Text number 14 to whatever that we can cover, and we will discuss about Hanumanji also. So now, why is the Supreme Lord? He is the owner of everything, all material, spiritual worlds. Why is to do the begging? But it's just to teach us also. There is certain examples, and so that is one reason to teach us that charity should be given. Even the Bali Maharaj, and one can beg if one is a sannyas form, then he can go and beg also. Lord is also begging as Vaman Dev, and because the kingdom was taken away, all planetary system, upper, lower, and middle, was won by Bali Maharaj. And Bali Maharaj was sitting on the throne of Indra also, and is ruling. But now Diti, the mother of all the demigods, she became very morose, and she asked Kashyap Muni, and Kashyap Muni showed her how to do the Vayavrat, and by that she had like a son, and he got a very small size, but very, very beautifully cultured. That was Vamandev. So Vamandev went to the Yajna. He was performing Yajna side of the Narmada river, and so he was begging, although his guru says that, oh, he's Vishnu and he will take away everything. Don't give him. But nonetheless, he says, I have promised. My father or grandfather was devotee, so why not that I should give it in charity? So he gave that nonetheless, and that way. So now in this particular chapter, I will just tell you that it was the text number. Is about the universal management, how he was doing it in this chapter 819. Okay. Okay. So Vaman Dev is praising Bali Maharajas and his dynasty. He praises Bali's words, his superiors, his dynasty, his Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha. He's praising everyone. Virochan is Bali Maharaj's father, and Virochan's father is Prahlad Maharaj. So Vaman Dev begs for 3 steps of land, saying one has to take charity according to one's needs. Vaman is asking Bali Maharaj for 3 steps of his own place of the land. And considering Vaman's less intelligence, he thought that just 3 small steps is a small code was Bhato. So he says that you are like your intelligence is less. But when you tell that, he says that one should be satisfied in whatever he needs. He should not ask for everything. Everything belongs to Supreme Lord. I need only that much. So they are teaching by this conversation so many things. So Vaman Dev is praising the Virochan. Virochan is father. He was very affectionate for the Brahmanas. And he was a Brahman as a Patuk. Vaman Dev came as a Brahman. So he knowingly gave the duration of his life to the demigods who came to him in the disguise of Brahmanas. So he came with. So Vaman Dev is praising Bali Maharaj also. So let us read the certain verses on text number 15, right? Okay. Pita
14, Maharaj, 14.
Prahlad 14, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. पिता प्रह्लाद पुत्रस्ते तद्विद्वा तद्विद्वान् द्विजवत्सल द्विजमुख ब्राह्मण स्वमायुर् द्विजलिंगभ्यो लिंगेभ्यो देवभ्यो देवेभ्यो अदात्स याचित. Your father Virochan, so this is the son of Maharaj Prahlad. So this is being told. Your father means Vaman Dev is telling to Bali Maharaj the son of Maharaj Prahlad, was very affectionate towards Brahmanas, although he knew very well that it was the demigods who had come to him in the dress of Brahmanas. Uh, at their request, he delivered to them the duration of his life. So he gave all duration of his life. This is about Virochan to the Brahmanas. Although those were not Brahmanas, but they were all the demigods, came in the disguise of Brahmanas. But who, whatever disguise they came, but they came as Brahmanas and he gave them his age. Maharaj Virochan's Bali's father was so pleased with the Brahmana community that even though he knew that those approaching him for charity were the demigods and dress of Brahmana, he nonetheless agreed to give it. And if somebody comes in the form of, like, say, a thief was there, and he was run over, like police forces, they saw him. And there was a katha was going on. So he sat on the katha. And feeling that they are all Brahmanas hearing katha, so they did not disturb. So just by that, this guy, he was a thief, murderer, but because he said that I became like a devotee in hearing the katha. So later on, like they did not catch him, and later on he was started coming to the katha more and more often. And then he changed into a very wonderful devotee. So just mimicking someone, then one can get so much benefit. Sitting in the katha, hearing katha, so whatever disqualifications are there, by katha you become purified. So one should attend the katha. Text number 15. Bhavana charitan dharma Asthito graha medhivi brahmanai purvajai surair annais chodham kirtivihi. You also have observed the principles followed by great personalities who are household Brahmanas, by your forefathers, by great heroes who are extremely famous for their exalted activities. So this is all what Vaman Dev is telling to Bali Maharaj. And so Vaman Dev praises Bali. You also have observed the principles followed by great householder Brahmanas, forefathers and famous heroes. So this is Bali Maharaj's qualification. Text number 16. तस्मात् त्वत्तो महिम् ईषत् प्रणेहं वरदर्शभात् पदानि त्रीणि दैत्येन्द्र संहितानि पदा मम. O king of the Daityas, your majesty, who come from such a noble family. So this is Vaman Dev telling that he is the king of all the Daityas, because that was his dynasty that he came in. Because Hiranyakashipu was a Daitya. My son Prahlad was definitely a pure devotee, but because he was born in that family, that's why when the Bali Maharaj is called Daitya, who come from such a noble family and who are able to give charity munificently. I asked only three pieces of land to the measurement of my steps. So Lord Vaman Dev wanted three pieces of land according to the measurement of his footsteps. Did not want more than necessary. But although he pretended to be an ordinary human child, he actually wanted the land comprising the upper, middle, and lower planetary system. This was just to show the prowess of supreme personality of God, how powerful they are, and how much that supreme personality. So we could know the supreme personality of Godhead by many qualities, by many things. They do some extraordinary work, like Lord Ramchandra, not only killed many demons and called Bali, he, 14,000 Rakshasas, Kardushan, he built this bridge, which was like 80 miles wide and so many 1,000 kilometers like long. But he could build that because he was supreme personality of Godhead. So anyway, so that is in this Vaman Dev became war, but just by his three steps. In one step, he measured all the universal planets. Second step, he measured all the coverings. The coverings are earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, ego. And each next layer is 10 times greater than the previous one. So in this way, in the second step, he measured all the coverings of the universe. And third step is saying, where should I put my third step? So Bali Maharaj said, it put on my head because the owner of all the planetary system is greater than all the planets. So measured all the planets. Third step you could put him here. He was tied down because he did not fulfill his promise. Vasuki Nag, he was tied down, and then so others were laughing at him. Even his own Guru Maharaj was laughing and criticizing. Did not listen my advice, but now see that. And then his the Lord put his third step, and he pushed him down to the Sutalman. He became the king there. He became more opulent than the Indra, and Lord became his doorkeeper at that place. O king of the demons, from you I ask only 3 steps of land to be measured of my steps. I don't want anything else. Although you are the king of universe, Jagat Ishwar, and very generous. Vadanya, Namo Mahavadanaya, Prashna Prem Pradayate. So Vadanya means generous. And he's so generous that just for a little, just for asking, he give me Krishna Prem, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu give him the Krishna Prem. Laulyam api eklivam. And so here also, he's also Vadanya, generous. A learned man who takes charity and only according to his needs. Yeah, will not be entangled with that sin. So what it is, extravagance, if one has too much of anything, that really keeps you in the material world. Acquiring and spending money extravagantly is sinful because everything belongs to the Supreme Lord. And if you misuse it, you are really stealing and destroying things. So all property belongs to the Supreme Lord, and all living entities who are his children have the right to use Supreme Father's property. But one cannot take more than necessary. So that's what his principle should, but he is the Supreme Lord, he is the owner. Owner is asking, he gave and is taking it back. So what is so there was nothing wrong on the part of Vamandev. But other people who hoards, who collect so much, who keeps it, spends too much money in marriages and other things, they get like, they are victimized by stealing and they are punished by that purpose. That's why Krishna says that one should be very, very humble, simple living. Then only it's very difficult for very rich people to become pure beauty of the Lord. Because they are always proud, envious. Other people they envy. And because of that, uh, they cannot develop devotional service to the Supreme Lord. Their mind is polluted. Not for everybody, but some of the people. So Brahmanas and sannyasas should follow this principle. Financially maintained because they are maintained by others, otherwise they are punishable. Many people are sannyasis and they hold lot of money. But Prabhupada showed us that if he gets $1 million, he will spend it the next day or the same day. So Vaman Dev was an ideal beggar. He asked only 3 spaces of land. Of course, his footsteps are different from those of the ordinary human being. Vaman Dev indirectly indicates to Bali that he was occupying more land than he needed. He was king of all the planetary system. What was the need for him? So text number 17 will read the purport. A Brahman or sannyasi is qualified to ask a charity from others, but if he takes more than necessary, he is punishable. No one can use more of the Supreme Lord's property than necessary. Lord Vamandev indirectly indicated to Bali Maharaj that he was occupying more land than he needed. In the material world, all distresses are due to the extravagance. One acquires money extravagantly and also spends it extravagantly. Such activities are sinful. All property belongs to the Supreme Person. Godhead, and all living beings who are sons of the Supreme Lord have the right to use the Supreme Father's property, but one cannot take more than necessary. This principle should especially be followed by Brahmana sannyasis who live at the cost of others. Thus, Vaman Dev was an ideal beggar, but he asked only 3 pieces of land. And there is a difference between his footsteps and those of an ordinary human being. Supreme Personality of Godhead, by his inconceivable prowess, can occupy the entire universe, including the upper, lower, and middle planetary system, by the unlimited measurement of his footsteps. So, he's called Upendra, his younger brother of Indra, same mother and father, and also 3 Vikrama. And 3 steps, he took away whole planetary systems and including the Bali Maharaj. So Bali is asked in text number 18, Aho Brahmana Dayad Vachaste Uradha Sammata Tam Balo Bali Shmati Vartham Pratya Budho Yata. Bali Maharaj said, O son of Brahman, your instructions are now, it was Vaman Dev was telling before, now Bali Maharaj is saying, your instructions are as good as those of learned and elderly person. Nonetheless, you are a boy and your intelligence is insufficient. Thus, you are not very prudent to regard to your self-interest. Since he thought that I am the owner of so much, why you have to beg so little that you should ask so much that our generations are you don't have to ask anyone else other than me. So he was a little bit proud, you may say that. But anyway, he was a great devotee. He is Bali Maharaj is one of the 12 Mahajanas. And his example is that he surrendered everything. Like there are 9 different offices shown on Kirtanam, but surrendering is the very, very important. The Supreme Personality of Godhead being full in himself actually has nothing to want for his self-interest. Lord Vamandev, therefore, had not gone to Bali Maharaj for his own interest. He went for the Indra and others. Narari Vyapulam Loki, Bradayanti Yogi. If somebody is like Indra's Ari means animal, enemy of Indra, then Krishna comes and protects him because he appointed him. That's why he's protecting. Like this Jay and Vijay were appointed by the Supreme Lord of Vishnu. So if he did something wrong by not allowing for Kumaras, then he said that that curse was really hardened. Means I take that curse to myself, and he asked that uh, they should Jay and Vijay should become demons for 3 generations, otherwise or 7 times as a devotee. They wanted to come back to their position soon to serve the Supreme Lord. So they took that. And also Lada wanted to fight. He has a fighting spirit. So that way they could fight and whom Lada could fight. So he fights with his own devotees, making them enemies against him. So for 3 generations he is Hiranyakashipu, then Ravana and Kumbhakarna, then we came as Dantavakra and Shishupal and Dantavakra. Then even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's time also they came as they were like so anyway they came at Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's time also. So actually has nothing want for himself. Vaman Dev therefore had not gone to Bali Maharaj for his own interest. Bhoktaram yeti tapasam sarvaloka maheshwaram. Shrodam sarvabhutanam yet gyatva mam shantim richit. He is the Bhokta, he is the enjoyer. So all every property, material and spiritual world belongs to Krishna, and he is the real enjoyer, owner, proprietor. But we claim ourselves to be enjoyer. We claim enjoyer means a bhokta. We claim ourselves to be owner, proprietor. Even a tea man writes proprietor such and such. And that's a wrong thing. Proprietor is always Krishna. And if we glorify him, if we give him that position, and that he is the owner, not only owner, but he's our well-wisher also. So if we understand that, then we will live in peace. So that is the peace formula. The Lord is the proprietor of all planets, in both the material and spiritual worlds. Why should he be not want of why he be in want of land? Bali Maharaj rightly said that the Lord of Amandev was not at all prudent in regard to his own personal interest. Lord of Amandev had approached Bali not for his personal welfare, but for the welfare of his devotees, because they were Krishna could have put them. Krishna could have killed Vaman Deva, means Bali Maharaj. But anyway, Vaman Deva wanted to do in a way that he is glorified, his activities are glorified. People could follow in his footsteps. You know, just like Lord Ramchandra comes as a Maryada Purushottam. So one can follow. Krishna is somewhat different, but one, it is superhuman activity, one should not try to follow. Either Lord Ramchandra or Lord Krishna, Vaman Deva, Braga, Narasimha. So devotees sacrifice all personal interest to satisfy the supreme personality of Godhead. And similarly, the Supreme Lord, although having no personal interest, can do anything for the interest of his devotees. So you surrender, and Krishna gives you everything for your interest. He sometimes takes away the wealth to the people who are devotee, and at the same time they want to enjoy the property, so he takes away the wealth. Arishita Dhanam Shri. One who is in full in himself has no personal interest. So he had no personal interest. And so Vaman, considering Vaman less intelligent, but Maharaj said, O son of a Brahman, your words are acceptable to the learned and elderly, but why you are asking so little? So the Supreme Lord is the proprietor of all planets, both in the material and spiritual world. Why should he be in the want of land? Vaman Deva approached Bali not for his personal interest, but for welfare of his devotees. Devotees sacrifice all personal interest to satisfy the Lord, and similarly, the Lord sacrifices uh, all the reason, everything to satisfy his devotees. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tas tatava bhajami. Whatever way that they worship me, I worship them also. Means he does the same way. The Lord is very benevolent, very loving, and he sees our heart also. If our heart is pure, and whatever we do, even we do in the manas seva, in the mind also, the Lord accepts it. Not that you have to do physically, but physical doing it. Krishna has given you all your names, your health, all the material things which belongs to Krishna, and you offer them back. Just like a father is giving some sweet or biscuit in the mouth of the father becomes very happy. How nice is my son. In the same way, if we give to Lord, the Lord becomes happy. We are never deprived of Lord gives many times in a day. Just like she, this fruit salad. She came to Krishna's home and hello. And Krishna came, and Krishna was so wonderful. And this fruit vendor, the lady, she wanted to see him. She wanted to have him sit on her lap. And so Krishna fulfills the desire. If we have desires for Krishna to love him, he reciprocates them. He gave all the fruits. Uh, he could not bring the grains. It was like bartering. Bartering means you give some grain or something in a place, they give something else. In this way, but all the grains were fell down. Only one or two uh, grains were there, and but his basket was full with all the jewels. So this is Krishna. You may say, is it Krishna's mercy? And Krishna is showing that you give a little bit by the heart, and he gives you so many times of this uh, Dama Brahman. You just chipped rice, and he gave him uh, Lakshmi or Vaibhav more than even the Indra, double, triple than the Indra. Indra could not take that much as the Sudama Brahman, but he gave everything in charity to the Brahman and for propagation, Krishna consciousness. So all these stories teaches us that what is the way of living, what is the purpose of human life, how we could reciprocate with Lord, how we could go back home and enjoy the property of the Lord. For a little thing, we fight so much. We become so much like so many years that we spend in earning, and you don't have to work as hard. There is no need to work hard. Krishna is providing uh, happiness to everybody. You would uh, distress because of your sinful activity in the last life. And now, so you, without asking, you get it. You get happiness also without asking, according to your previous karma. So, karma, you may say that Krishna could remove your all the, whatever your karma is, that has been for many billions of years that you accumulated, just by singing or chanting the holy name of the Lord, even once purely, your all the sinful activity. So, what I'm saying that reciprocates with his devotees, and he does not need much, he just needs our heart. And if we give our heart to him and not have our heart in the material world, and so the material world thinking it is a service to the Lord, it should not be given like Lord, you give it. We put our heart and think that our happiness would come in the material world. And the material world is Dukhalayam or Shashat. It is temporary, filled with Dukha or uh, so better that we surrender to Krishna, and you will have permanent happiness for all the time, and you don't have to come back to this material world. Yes, Bhagavatam and Nivartante, but you don't have to come to this material world. This is misery. This is full of suffering. Adi Devi, Adi Bhautik, Adhyatmic, birth, death, old age, disease. Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadi. So if we understand fully why we should go to that route, and we should really serve Krishna and go back, come back to Godhead. That's the most important part. And I could take one more and then we will go for Hanumanji. Today's Hanuman Jayanti, very, very auspicious day. This is the birthday of Lord Hanuman. And Hanumanji is pure devotee of the Lord. Shankar Shona Keshari Nandan, uh, Tej Pratapa Mahajagavandan. Everybody worships him, and he's the best servitor of the Lord, Ram and Krishna, and he's in all the Leelas. And uh, he's always living, even now also he's there. There are seven people who are Chiranjeevi, who live forever. Hanumanji is one of them. Vibhishan and Ashwatthama. There are so many Vyasadeva, others are there. So, so satisfaction is the important part, and then he should have been satisfied. Just let me take one more word. 20 and 21 has 21 has no purport. So I will go up to 21. Napuman mam upajbrajya bhuyo yachi umarhati tasmat vrattikarim bhumim vato kamam pratichame. O small boy, one who approaches me to beg something should not have to ask anything more anywhere. Therefore, if you wish, you may ask from me as much land as will suffice to maintain you according to your needs. So now Vamandev is replying in this next verse. What he's saying, I would just give you a little bit that even all the sense objects within the three worlds cannot satisfy a person with uncontrolled senses. Achintantri. So people are anxious to take more and more and more things for sense gratification. The purpose of life is not sense gratification, but self-realization. So that is the purpose of controlling the senses is to stop one's implication in the cycle of birth and death. That is, controlling the senses means that you don't have to go. People who are sense enjoyers, they cannot really approach Krishna. They cannot go with a pure heart. Their heart is contaminated, covered by all these sense objects, and they want to enjoy that. They even ask the Krishna to give them that to fulfill their senses, and that's why Krishna gives us repeated birth and death. So you could fulfill your desire in the material world, but nobody has ever fulfilled his desire. So better that only the way you could fulfill your desire is by serving Krishna, by pure senses. We are satisfying false senses. The material world is false. Brahma Satyam, Jagan Mithya. Also means it is temporary. It was not there in the beginning. It is not there in the afterwards. When we go empty-handed. So whatever you see in the middle is a kind of, like you may say, a dream. Like we have a night dream, and then things are not there when we wake up, and the daydream that we dream so many things, but they are all temporary and false, and it gives you more trouble. So better to serve Krishna and not be greedy. So Bali Maharaj is saying that if I'm not satisfied with your these three steps, then I cannot be satisfied with even with one of the seven islands in Bhumandan. So because the desires is never satisfied. Only spiritual desires can be fulfilled. Like Gaya Maharaj. So let me discuss about Hanumanji. Today Hanuman Jayanti, we will discuss about him. So we read up to text number 20, from 14 to 20. So I will discuss about Hanumanji. तो मेरी पवन सुत पावन नामो अपने बस करी राखे राम. So there is many ways that people are describing about his birth. Different millennium has different story, but there was Punjik Sthala Apsara, and so she was like joking about one Rishi, and that's why uh, she became like her. She was given curse by the Rishi, and she became a Vanari, Kunjara Vanar. That was Punjik Sthala Apsara became Kunjara Vanar, and then her daughter is Anjana. So Anjana became, so somewhere it is written, she's daughter of Gautam. Anjana was married to Vanan Raj, king of the monkeys, that is Keshri. Uh, and she could, because she was an Apsara, she could do any roop at any time. Then one time she became so beautiful and she was looking at uh, like on a mountain. Then Pavandev became attracted to him, and so Pavandev, by his mind, he did embrace her with his uh, the mother Anjana. So when this happened, Anjana felt that uh, somebody's touching me. So then she was taking, like, she was looking. So she was saying, "Who is that? Who is touching me?" And that who is trying to describe my satitva or my chastity. Uh, so she was going to give curse to this person who was the wind god, Pavandev. So he said that, do not worry, just by my embracing you, you will have a son who would be means, uh, so much balshali, and he will have so much energy, so much strength that he could do anything. And he was very, very intelligent. And she was looking for the son. She became very happy. So Hanuman ji is पवन के औरस पुत्र of केसरी के क्षत्रज means it is Kshetra that was uh, Kesari's wife. He was born uh, पवन सुत हनुमान जी की जय. So he was पवन सुत and केसरी पवन तनय बल पवन समाना बुद्धि विवेक विज्ञान विधि. And there is another story that Lord Shiva, he was attracted to Mohini Murti, and he discharged semen. In that time, uh, so for fulfilling the work of Lord Ramchandra, then Maheshwar, he was born as son of uh, himself. Uh, so what happened at Rishis, they put that semen on a patar putal, means in a dona, and he kept it. And then Ram Karashanu is Viriko and then Karna Marcus. Anjana is the mother. By the ear, they put in the ear, and then Hanumanji was pregnant. Shankara Shwana, Keshari Namna, Shankara Shwana. It is son of Shankar. It is also Pavana Sutra, Hanumanji, Teja Pratap Mahajaga Vindyan. So he was son in both ways, uh, Lord Shiva and Lord Hanumanji. There are many other. So Anjana had done for 7,000 years Lord Shiva's tapasya to have a son. So he said that one of my Rudra, out of 11 Rudra, one would become your son. And then, so that is how that Pawan they came. So Kartik, uh, so Pawan was born in Chaitra Shukla, 1430, Mangalore. So this is Chaitra month, this is the day that he was born. So in the morning time, he was Anjana went to get some fruits. And then he was hungry, Hanumanji, and he saw the rising sun. And then he thought it is a fruit. He jumped up and up. Uh, so he was crying and he was going up. Japa. So, uh, and then Pavandev and sun god also, because he was also one of the sun was protecting the वायुदेव शीतल होकर के was heavy, very cool. He was behind following. But then that is the day that uh, Rahu. Rahu was also at that time. Rahu had to, like his food was sun also. He wanted to go and take that, but now he saw that Hanumanji is there. So he became, so he, now he thought that Rahu was also looking like the sun, and he went to catch hold of the Rahu. And Rahu was shouting, and then Indra, then he went to that is my part to eat today. Is uh, so he, so Indra came sitting on his Ravan, and he thought that this is also a fruit. So he went to Indra and Ravan. And then what happened? Indra threw his Vajra on the chin, on the left side of the chin of Hanumanji. Hanu means the chin of daddy. Hanuman means it is the chin part. So and he became like because of so much hit by the Vajra, he just fell down. So how? So there was air, the Pawan there, the air god. He stopped all the air, and everybody was choking. And then uh, so he when there are, then all the demigods they came to Brahmaji that we cannot breathe. Just that happened at the same time when Guru Maharaj was doing the tapasya. When who was doing the tapasya, then he stopped breathing for a long time period. Then inside and outside becomes one and the same. So there was no air. Everybody was choking, just like Hanumanji. And then at that time, then Krishna in the form of Narayana, he came and then he gave gave the boon. He came in front and when he started breathing. That is about Bruma. Same thing at the time of Hanumanji was hit. He became then he became like so much painful, and all the demigods they came and they gave Hanu means Buddhi, this chin area that is called Hanu, that was broken. Vajra. So he came, Ayudev, and he came inside, put him on his lap, and took him in a cave, and then there was no air. And then many demigods they gave certain boons that we please to Hanumanji. Agni, Indra, Varun, Maheshwar, Kuber, what they give to that Hanumanji, and then give them Shastra Gyan. And Varun just said that he will never be like Varun Pash would not be there, he would not die by me. Yamaraj also said that he would never become sick. And Abhay Kuber just said that uh, means everyone Mary Gada iska vadna karegi. In that way, for long that you will live for long, long time. So they came and they give. But what happened when he was so much powerful? Then he was doing like they were doing some Shalagram worshipping Prabhu and Angira Vanchana. So he would take their things and put in the water. Agni Hotra means like doing the yagya, all the samagri he will put in the, he will disturb them or he was like a child. He was disturbed, throw in the water. So then they are cursed him that you will forget whatever that you have owns. You will forget that you could do such a great fast until somebody reminds you. And that's why Hanumanji never felt that I could cross over the ocean. But Jambavan reminded him because Jambavan is much, much older. He was there uh, from almost from Satyuga, beginning age. And then he said that once you are glorified, uh, then your strength will increase and you become your size. You could make any kind of size. So the Jambavan told him that, and then he could remember. He was telling everybody, nobody would go how I could cross. And so many banners were there on the south side. Sugriv had sent the Vanars in all the directions, north, south, east, west. But Hanumanji and Jambavan and they went to the south. And but they said that if you come return without discovering about uh, Sita Devi, then I will kill you. He was the king, Sugriv. Angad was also there, and so then remembering that verse by the rishis, Then he glorified Hanuman, and then increased his size. And then he was climbing on the one mountain. And then because when before you jump, he pressed the mountain and went so much down, and then he took a jump, and then he passed over and so many miles away in the ocean. It was a great thing. Nobody could have done. Hanuman had all the vidyas, and he is always in. So Sugri was like a son of Suryadev. Mhm. So, yeah, when Lord Ram was appeared, there was one Madari came, and he had a monkey, and then uh, he was dancing, and Lord Ram started crying, and I want a monkey, but no other monkey other than Hanumanji came and he was playing with Hanuman. Same thing was playing with Kagbhushan. He was in the form of a crow. So in that way, Lord reciprocates his devotee. When from very birth, but he is reciprocate. He would dance with Kagbhushan and give him some food, and Kagbhushan will come close to him. In this way, Lord reciprocated, and Lord Shiva came himself also. Not only Hanumanji, but Lord Shiva also came. But his mother said that you have so much big, like my Lala would get up scared of seeing you, the snakes and ashes and your arms so ugly. So he went little bit away, but then when Lord Ram saw that, then he started crying. And when he started, he would not stop from crying. And until somebody said that Baba, you did not give him the darshan of Lord, darshan of your son to bring him back. So, आये सदाशिव गोकुल राम दर्शन को so he went to see the Lord's birth. So then he said that I will see you in Kishkanda. Then Lord went to the Kishkanda where Sita was stolen by Ravan. When he came, so Hanumanji came in the form of a Brahmin. So Lord Ram, how he could hide from Lord, he knew that. So that is about Nar Leela that they are doing. So Hanumanji was blessed. So as long as uh, my glories are sung, you will be there. So in this way, if you sing the glories of Rama, and then naturally Hanumanji also comes to listen listen the glories. So Samudra Langan, Lanka Dhan, Dronachal, Anayan, Hanumanji, and Ravan, and he removed like took away like one Ahiravan, and so Hanumanji like uh, went to Patal, below the Patal, where Ahiravan and Mahiravan were there, and so Hanumanji went to the Patal and killed Ahiravan, and picked up the Ram and Lakshman on his shoulders and brought them up. And the fighting is great. And, their intelligence, bal, buddhi, dhairya, buddhimata, niti, parakram. So Hanumanji had now you must say that there was somebody when he went to Ahiraman place. Then one monkey came and it says, my father is Hanuman. How come I am Brahmacharya? But what happened when he was crossing over the ocean? Then there are some drops of his sweat fell down, and that ocean becomes up, that became pregnant, and that was his son, uh, Abhiram. Makarad, his name was Makarad. Makarad was the son of Hanumanji from his sweat, Mara from the sweat of Hanumanji. Because that sweat was taken by one fish, and that fish was uh, become pregnant with Makarad. And that fish was taken by Ravan. They opened, and this monkey was there, and they gave him the position of guarding over their place, the Patal Devi. So he killed Hanumanji, he killed all the Patal Vasis. Not his own son, but he killed them, Ravan, all of them. So everybody said, Jai Hanuman. Jai Hanumanji said, Jai Shri Ram. Then, so many things they, when the Samudra Manthan was done, the churning of the milk ocean, there were many things came, many jewels also came, Amulya Ratna, they also came. So Ravan, that was all kept at the Kuber. And Kuber, Ravan attacked to Kuber and took away all those things. And now Vibhishan became the king, and then he gave that Ratnamala to Sita Devi, uh, to Raghunathji, and Sita Devi. He gave that Ratnamala to Hanumanji. But Hanumanji broke that it is just material things. He opened up all of them by his teeth, sharp teeth, and he did not see Lord Ram or Sita. And why did you do this? You are such a great special jewels that it is made, and you are showing them. And he said that if there is no Ram or Lakshmana, Sita, they are not used to me. And everybody asked that, does your body is Sita Ram? Is there a place for them? Then he opened his chest and showed Sitaram Darshan in his own body. So, everybody was looking that Sugrivi, I will get that, but it was given by Sita Devi because she was the Ladaki, she was the first one who went and consoled Sita Devi. And then he killed many Ravan's sons and that Ashok Vatika. Turn off Ashok Vatika, damage the Ashok Vatika. And he killed uh, Ravan's sons also in this way. Then he was taken to Ravan's Sabha, and then nobody gave him any special seat. So he elongated his tail and made it up, and then uh, he was sitting there and he was telling Ravan that give away your this lusty desire to gas Sita. Sita is Lakshmi Devi, Sita is goddess, she is Ram's concern, only meant for Lord Ram, but not you. You can never. That same, given same uh, instruction were given by Kumbhakarna and Meghnath, and his wife was always telling, Mandodari was telling Ravan, that give up that your lusty desire, your gas, you can't take that. It's the supreme goddess, but she would not listen. Hanumanji told the same thing when he became very angry, and he said that kill him. But then the Vishnu came and he said that if some youth is coming up, then we should not kill. So he has so much love for his tail. So put all the oil and clothes on his tongue, on his pooch tail. So they put all the, and Hanumanji became very small, and then he went to all the places in Lanka and burned the whole Lanka, and then dipped himself in the ocean and came in front of Sita Devi. And then he said that uh, I could take you on my, but he said that no, let the Lord's Ram's glory should shine. When he comes and kills this demon Ravan, then I will do. So anyway, he told Ravan things were all destroyed. All the Asuras were killed. So anything which is without Krishna's life, anything related to Krishna, you could use for Krishna's service. But there is nothing is like we hear so many stories, so many novels, so many movies, so many things that come up the world. but it has nothing to do with the supreme personality of Godhead, then it causes us damage. Pranavo Pavana Pramar, Kalapana Pavata Jnana, Jasu Hridaya Agar, Vase Rama Sarachapa. So, you heard about Laila and Majnu, that so he was saying that you think that I'm separate from Majnu and Laila. There is no separation. We are all one and the same thing. So, so she put some blood, uh, this Laila, and then as many blood drops were there. So many Majnu's. So Majnu's photo were there on that paper on the blood. So then whole body, every part of her body was filled with Laila. In this way, we should also have any part, anywhere that we see, should have Lord Ram's or Lord of Krishna's image, thinking of him in our mind, intelligence, in our body, every piece of our body. Because Krishna is in every atom. So anything in atom, we should be able to see the Krishna's form. When it is in the Laukik brain, in the material brain is like this. What to say about the spiritual brain? So other than Bhagavad Karnaravindas, our mind should be always on Bhagavad Karnaravindas. And wherever that is not proper. Our mind should always be God and thoughts of Rama and his service. Uh, some stories about, see, one time Hanumanji saw the Sindoor on Sita Devi. When he said, why do you wear it? He said that it will increase Ayurveda Vruddhi. You will live for long period. And Hanumanji said that just with Sindoor, he put on all over his body. He still will use Sindoor on the particularly Mangalore. And whoever gives Sindoor to Hanumanji becomes very happy and fulfills your desire. And like everybody shared the duty, and nobody gave any duty or what to do to Hanumanji. So Hanumanji said that one duty is not there. And whenever Lord Ram says Yani, then I will have chupki, I will clap. And so for clapping and when that Yani is coming, he was staying in the palace of Lord Ram. And then then they give him something. And one time, uh, so Prabhu, that Sevak is duty asana. So he was yarning again and again. So Hanumanji would remain close by, and his mouth was remained open. So Janaki was very much like worried, and he called Vasishtha and Vasishtha came because he would not close his mouth, and Hanumanji was there. So Vasishtha came and he said that please keep Hanumanji at your lotus feet. So one time Kashi Naresh, this couple stories more. Uh, so Kashi Naresh came, Darshanarthi. So he paid his obeisances to Lord Ram, but not to Vishwamitra, who was nearby, Guru of whom is Lord Ram. So he became, he like he told that this is the way that he is acting like this way. So Ram said that by this evening I will kill this Kashi Naresh who did not pay obeisances to Vishwamitra. So when this happened that day, so then what we should do? See, when his guru said that you go and take shelter of Hanumanji and his mother. So Hanumanji went to his mother to thank him, and then what happened? Yeah, you Kashi Naresh, you just chant the name of Ram until I kill you. So you were chanting of that name. So Lord Ram was throwing his weapon or arrow, but when he see the arrow will see that there is Ram, when he is coming, it will go away. The arrow will not touch or go to the so so in this way, and then uh, Kashi, this he too, Hanumanji, Krishna fulfills the desires of his devotees. So he said that please don't kill this my devotee, so they will not kill. And that way, the life of Kashi Naresh was saved by chanting continuously, so the death would not touch us if we chant the name of the Lord. and Draupadi, and many that he was lying down, his tail was big, and when Bhima came, and Bhima is brother of Bhima is also Vayuputra, and Hanuman is also one. Shankar one also, and Vayuputra also. And he could not lift the tail. Then he came that I am your brother, and don't be proud of your prowess. So Arjun was a little bit proudy, and Arjun said that what was the need of building such a big bridge? I could have built it uh, by my arrows. And so he said that for a little place, you made that bridge here. And then Hanumanji came, and he said nobody can break it. But Hanumanji came and just one his foot, and it fell down. It was very much. Uh, and so they had a my condition that if you could break my bridge, then I will kill myself. But then later on, Krishna came and his Sudarshan Chakra was supporting the bridge. And then Hanumanji could not break it. So, but this way, he removed the Krishna cannot, your mother, your ahankar, or pride cannot take the pride. One time there was pride was this Satyabhama, the Sudarshan Chakra. They all Satyabhama was thinking that she's the most beautiful. Sudarshan Chakra, that I have so much power in me, deeds. And Garud was saying that I have so much I could come with so much force. Nobody can go ahead of me. In this way, so in one story like the Lord called Hanumanji, that please go and bring Guruji. So he went. And then he asked that, please Guruji, Krishna has asked you, please come. And Guru said that you put on my, I will go with faster speed, you sit uh, on me. But Hanumanji said that I will go myself, you go. Then so this was in Dwarka. And then so Guruji, then when Hanumanji came and he saw uh, Satyabhama, he asked the Lord Ram, who's sitting, who is your servant? Who's sitting next to you? Means, so she was thinking that I'm very, very beautiful, nobody can. But when Rukmini Devi met the form of Satyabhama, because she was not Ahankara or proud, so her girl was gone. Hanumanji came before even Guruji could come. And Sudarshan Chakra, he was as a guard at the gate. And, uh, and then when he was at the guard, then he was stopping Hanumanji, don't come in. You cannot go in. The Lord asked me not to let you come in. Caught hold of the Sudarshan and put on his mouth and came. So all the Garo or Ahankar or proudness, Krishna cannot tolerate even an inch of false pride. So we have all the problem. We are rotting in the metal road because of the false pride, and that's why the pride makes us blind. And what is our duty? In this way, Hanumanji broke over the pride of everybody. So I will stop here. It's the time is over. I started a little late, so I went to this time. But if anybody has any questions about Hanumanji or about Bali Maharaj and asking Vaman Dev are the three steps of the land. So please unmute and let us have any. If there is any comments, questions, corrections, we will discuss. I hope that you are all there and you could hear.
It was very nice, Maharaj. Thank you so much.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Ramdas Prabhu. So nice to. I was thinking of calling you, but now you are here. So thank you so much for coming and joining us.
Yes,
So
I
I'm
think.
coming soon, either in April or May. So we will be meeting soon. Okay.
Yes, I'm very happy you're coming for Madhav's wedding, and that I'm also very grateful for Parth because Parth is always so. He's always able to attend most of your classes, so he's always reminding me when to get on. So I'm always happy.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Ramdas Prabhu. I will call you sometime.
Thank you, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Sarvesh is coming here tomorrow. Sarvesh and their daughter, or my granddaughter, Mayuri Gandharvika, is also coming tomorrow. So, anyone has any comments or anything?
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dhanu Pranam. Yashpad.
Hare Krishna, Radha,
Yeah,
Prabhuji.
yeah, happy Hanuman Jayanti to everyone.
Anyone has any? No, not tomorrow, Saturday. No. What day it would come? Friday, third of the month. Third, today's first. So not tomorrow, but day after tomorrow, I will have class also. I will send you all the notice. So please come and join.
Maharaj, there is a class on
Right.
Friday too.
Yes. So we should end now.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you so much for this.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Jai
Thank
Srila Prabhupada.
Jai Shri Prabhupada Maharaj explaining these 6 verse so nicely, and explaining about Hanuman Jayanti also, and Ahiram. So thank you so much, Maharaj. Hare Krishna. I don't
Hare
have any
Krishna.
question, but if anybody has question, they can go ahead. Otherwise, we can end up the call here. Yeah, so we can end up the call here. Vancha
Okay.
Sindhueva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnava Ki Vaishnava ki Jai Namaste Thakur ki Jai Jai Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai Shabbat ki Jai Hare Krishna His Grace His Holiness Shamik Rishi Maharaj ki Jai. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Ki Jai.
Thank you, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Bol.
Hare Krishna. Soon I will be able to see most of my devotees. That is the most important part to associate with devotees. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri.
Maharaj.
Thank you.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam. Happy Hanuman Jayanti, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Happy Hanuman Jayanti to all of them. And Hanumanji bless all of us to become pure devotee of the Lord as he served the Lord. At least one iota of that, if we could follow, then that would be a great achievement in the human life.
Yes, Maharaj. Thank you so much. Nice to hear you.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you.
Hare Bol.
Krishna. Hare Bol.
I'm stopping recording.